Here's the play that's got everybody talking because Kelsey Plum clowned Angel Reese after this. Obviously, Kelsey Plum's not as tall as Angel Reese is, and she cooked Angel Reese's ass.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a step forward, obviously. Things that we can get better at, things that we know we were better at. I think just we got to stay together. It's tough losing three in a row, but I think if we stay together and continue to work on the things that we need to work on, I think we'll be all right.
Honestly, it's becoming difficult to tell if Angel Reese is focused on playing basketball or starring in a live-action remake of Clueless. The Chicago Sky's blowout losses are piling up faster than her missed layups, and while fans initially showed patience, perhaps even optimism, it's clear that patience has now run out. Meanwhile, Kelsey Plum is shining brightly, embracing her new freedom away from the Aja Wilson drama and elevating her game to MVP levels. As for Reese, she now seems more like a cautionary tale for rookies than a rising star, highlighting the challenges of adjusting to the league's intensity and expectations.
Your first win in this building, in this jersey, what are you feeling right now?
You know, I'm grateful for the win. I'm proud of my team. I feel like, we battled. It's a long way to go in the season. I think, we want to make this home court advantage. We want to make this a place where it's really tough to get a dub. So we got a long way to go, but we're chipping away.
You came to LA because you wanted to lead. That leadership was on full display in the third quarter. 17 points, 5 threes. What did this game demand from you?
I'm just trying to take what the defense gives me, trying to be patient. I said to coach earlier, I got to be better. I got to have better ball security, make better decisions, and, there's a lot of...
Kelsey Plum is not just returning, she's making a statement. Freed from Aja's ego and diva antics, Plum is playing with confidence and purpose as if released from basketball confinement. Her swagger is evident, her shot is sharp, and most importantly, she's making an impact on the court. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is struggling, appearing frantic and out of sync, with turnovers, missed shots, and a whirlwind of social media drama that could easily land her a spot on Love and Hip Hop WNBA edition. Her current struggles highlight the stark contrast between Plum's resurgence and Reese's ongoing challenges.
Turns the corner on Angel Reese with the left. Great play by Kelsey. And if you notice, the layup is not actually the best part of the play. A little celebration where she does the Angel Reese move that Angel Reese loves to do. Angel Reese loves doing this to people. I wonder if she's ever been trolled by a white girl.
Plum taunting Angel? That's more than personal, it's strategic. Opponents have taken notice, studying the tape. Rattle her early, and she quickly spirals downward like a bad perm. Caitlin Clark tested her limits, and once the league saw Angel crumble like a cheap cookie, defenses flooded in. Now Reese is the target, and the only thing missing is a halftime segment sponsored by Charmin, because she's playing way too soft. The game has become a clear showcase of how teams are exploiting her vulnerabilities, turning her struggles into a full-blown defensive focus.
But again, Kelsey Plum is a weapon, guys. In the third quarter, the Chicago Sky, we were down maybe 2 to 4 points. Kelsey Plum just kept putting up 3 for 3 for 3 on us. I think she went 6 for 9 at only 5 minutes left in the fourth and final quarter. She made 6 of the 9 3-point shots that she attempted, guys. Just incredible, okay? Kelsey Plum literally murdered us, okay? And she left us with no remorse.
And let's be real, this isn't just a rough stretch. It's a clear pattern emerging, a trend that serves as a warning sign. Angel Reese isn't merely underperforming. She's delivering less than expected. Like a DoorDash driver munching on your fries before they arrive. Fans are starting to tune out, abandoning her like a poorly received sequel, and the downward spiral shows no signs of stopping.
You guys have to see this. Angel Reese is the worst athlete on planet Earth. Look at this. How many times? 1, 2, 3. You couldn't give me free tickets, or I couldn't take shelter from a ball of flaming comments coming down from the sky to go to that arena to watch this. I would face death in the streets than to watch bumpy. They look like baby giraffes trying to get their first legs under them. Look. How?
Meanwhile, Kelsey Plum's resurgence feels like poetic justice for sports fans. The college scoring record Caitlin Clark just shattered, that record once belonged to Kelsey. Now, as the spotlight shifts from hype to real performance, Kelsey is proving why she was a top scorer from the start. She's not just returning, she's on a tear. Meanwhile, Angel Reese has become background noise, a mere filler in the game. Her struggles serve as a stark reminder that branding and hype don't always translate to basketball success. Kelsey's resurgence is a reminder of true skill and resilience, contrasting sharply with Reese's ongoing decline.
This team has found an identity through, in my opinion, their best player, who is Kelsey Plum. Guys, in this game, Kelsey Plum finishes with 28 points. So 28 points, good. Very, very good for Kelsey Plum. However, the thing I want to talk about in particular is Kelsey Plum's ability to shoot and score in bunches. Guys, of those 28 points, I believe 17 of those points came directly in that third quarter.
And the best part? Plum isn't even hiding her confidence anymore. She knows Angel Reese is a liability. Taunting her is like pushing a vending machine. You might need a few tries, but eventually, it'll topple. Reese doesn't respond with resilience or composure. She pouts, spirals, and tweets. Her fiery promise now looking more like smoke and mirrors. Angel Reese entered the league branded as a phenom, but displaying the gameplay of a preseason walk-on. The Chicago Sky soon realized they didn't just buy into hype, they bought a season pass to weekly embarrassment. There's a fine line between confidence and delusion, and Angel is riding the delusion train like it's the last bus home. Her defense? Non-existent. Her offense? Wishful thinking. Her leadership? Let's not insult the term. Even her highlight moments now feel empty. Just a flashy rebound here, a flex there, lacking substance, control, or meaningful results. Meanwhile, the media defenders continue to gaslight the fan base, claiming she's still valuable, but let them explain why the Sky look better when she's on the bench. It's no coincidence, it's a pattern. Last season, she vanished at key moments, and the Sky suddenly rediscovered how to win. It's like removing the wrong ingredient from a recipe and realizing it tastes better without it. The truth is clear. Her absence brings out the team's true potential, and her presence only hampers progress.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, Angel Reese had her a double-double last night. That's right. Oh, once again, this proves that Angel Reese's double-doubles does not equate to victories. Never has. It never has. In fact, one could say it, generally speaking, always leads to losses. And she got, for lack of a better way of putting it, cooked, rotisseried, grilled, baked, fried.
Every time Reese touches the ball, it's like a live demonstration of how quickly a promising possession can turn into a highlight reel of mistakes. Missed layups, fouls, turnovers. They're not just unfortunate moments. They're indicative of her current state. Opposing teams are now tailoring their strategies specifically to exploit her weaknesses. Instead, she's doubling down on mediocrity with the energy of someone who believes retweets count as points. Meanwhile, Kelsey Plum continues to shine, delivering highlight after highlight, making basketball look effortless, fun, and natural. In contrast, Angel Reese is turning the court into her personal soap opera, a series of freshman-level meltdowns on a professional stage. And honestly, this pattern wasn't hard to see coming. The signs have been there all along. Her theatrics, ego, and obsession with image over substance. This isn't just an off night, it's a slow-moving unraveling. Kelsey's resurgence symbolizes what happens when talent is paired with focus, when ego takes a back seat and results become the priority. Reese's decline? It's what happens when hype replaces hard work and branding overshadows skill. You can't build a lasting legacy in the WNBA through Instagram likes alone. You have to actually perform. Right now, the only thing Angel Reese is dominating is the post-game excuses she's feeding herself.
Said it before the draft, Angel would not be a starter if she went to any other team with a strong post player. The truth is the development is lacking, and as a youth basketball coach, I'm never going to stop talking about the fact that the development is lacking from the roots.
Once, fans cheered with blind optimism, believing in Angel Reese's potential. Now that hope is fading fast. Jersey sales are stagnating, highlight reels are filled more with bloopers than brilliance, and loyalty is slipping away, fading faster than her plus-minus during a blowout. Chicago didn't just want a star, they needed one. But what they got was an attitude problem, poor footwork, and a jump shot that should come with a warning label. Meanwhile, Kelsey Plum is on a revenge tour, playing with the confidence of someone freed from the shadow of a narcissistic teammate. Her game is sharper, more precise, and more aggressive. And now she's sending subtle messages to Angel. Because why not? It's effective. The taunts get under Reese's skin, and the mounting pressure is breaking her down. The scoreboard tells the undeniable story. At this point, Angel Reese isn't just underwhelming, she's actively dragging down the team's chances. Not just for herself, but for everyone fighting to stay competitive in a league where every possession counts. Chicago Sky fans didn't sign up for this disappointment. They expected fire, but what they got was fizz. And the league? It's moving forward, whether she's part of it or not.
They're going to lean on her a lot more this year.
Oh my gosh, she's playing defense too? You don't let the smallest girl on the floor lock you up like that?
Watching Angel Reese in a Chicago Sky jersey now feels like seeing someone wear designer heels on a marathon confident stride, but no real substance and a high risk of injury. It's the art of pretending to be a star while playing like a bench warmer, and even the bench itself seems a little insulted. She entered the WNBA with more branding than a Texas cattle ranch, but after yet another humiliating blowout, it's clear the only thing Angel Reese excels at is avoiding accountability and turning every post-game into a solo TED Talk about why she's never the problem. Meanwhile, Kelsey Plum moves across the court as if finally freed from Aja Wilson's basketball shadow. Every move she makes radiates more flow, more energy, and a newfound sense of independence. Like she no longer has to babysit anyone. Plum's game is sharper, more confident, and more focused. A stark contrast to Reese's ongoing struggles to find her footing.
Out again, the smile.
Oh my gosh, she's destroying them. She's flying their ass.
So now she's 11.
Sky, y'all gotta do something, bruh. Y'all gotta do something.
With Aja gone, Kelsey no longer just looks like an MVP contender. She seems to be truly enjoying basketball once again. Her shots are sharper, her confidence is louder, and her attitude is more focused than ever. Taunting Angel Reese, that's practically become part of her workout routine. Let's not pretend Angel's struggles are new or just rookie growing pains. This isn't about adjusting to the pace of the WNBA. It's what happens when a player brings diva energy into a league that demands results. You can't rely on Instagram fame to carry you to championships, and no amount of filters can hide a missed layup or a point of 25 plus minus. The league has figured her out, and they're not afraid to call her out. Angel's game is fragile, like a house of cards in a windstorm. One poke and it all collapses. Her confidence has taken a hit, and the league is exposing her for what she really is. Someone more invested in the spotlight than in winning.
First things first, yesterday, the Sparks took on the Valkyries, a new WNBA team featured in Golden State. And basically, Sparks had to give them the little welcome to the league notice, and Kelsey Plum was the head honcho of the organization.
Kelsey's resurgence sends a clear message that the narrative about certain players being uncoachable or needing to lead with attitude is completely off base. Angel Reese's early fame has been handled poorly, serving as a textbook example of what not to do. Meanwhile, Kelsey is thriving by embracing humility and putting in the work, shrinking her ego, focusing on her craft, and letting her game speak louder than any trash talk. It's almost surprising how much value humility and hustle still hold in professional basketball. On the other hand, the Chicago Sky's strategy seems to be hoping Angel absorbs skills through osmosis or social media posts. Sadly, that's not how elite sports operate. You can't manifest a reliable jump shot or tweet your way into better decision-making. The coaching staff's attempts to spin her stat dumping as hustle are transparent. The reality is that when Angel's on the court, the Sky's defense collapses and their offense stalls. Fans are left mentally drafting next season's lottery pick. Every team has developmental projects, but growth is the goal. Yet Angel's development has been stagnant at best. Her shot mechanics look awkward, like they were improvised during a trust fall, and her decision-making appears to be based on Twitter trends. She seems more interested in being seen than actually improving, resulting in a series of on-court bloopers, headband and all.
In everything that I do, I will win. So I feel very confident about who I am and what I can bring, because it doesn't matter me being here if I don't affect winning. But I know I can do that at the highest level, so that's what I'm most excited about.
Even worse, Angel is becoming the target for opposing teams. The scouting report practically writes itself. Get physical early, talk some trash, and she'll check out emotionally by the second quarter. That's not just a problem for her, it's a strategic liability. Coaches across the league are eager to exploit her mental vulnerabilities. She's the only player who can be effectively neutralized without ever needing to be subbed out. And let's talk about those rebounds. The only thing more inflated than Angel's stat line is her entourage. Collecting her own bricks and counting them as hustle plays is the basketball equivalent of losing your wallet and congratulating yourself for finding your own $5 0 cents, more desperate than impressive. Genuine rebounds require timing, positioning, and awareness. Angel's efforts are more like accidental souvenirs from bad decisions. Kelsey Plum recognizes this and isn't pretending otherwise. Her smirks, dagger threes, and playful taunts are all deliberate. She knows exactly where her opponent is vulnerable, and she's aiming with sniper-like precision. Kelsey's resurgence as an elite player isn't just entertaining, it's a statement. It proves that growth, adaptability, and intelligence matter more than hype and hashtags. Her performance highlights the importance of substance over social media glitz, and it's a reminder that true greatness requires more than just flash.
It went to the middle of the backboard and went to the left side. She grabbed the rebound, shot it back on the other side. Grabbed the rebound again and shot it back in the middle. She had 5 rebounds in a 30-second span and scored no points.
Nuts.
I don't want to hear nothing. When you go 4 for 16 and you taking point-blank range shots, you not.
What's worse for Angel is that the spotlight she once craved is now exposing her like a UV light in a cheap motel room. Fans are starting to notice the inconsistencies. The media, once fixated on her brand, is now giving side-eye to her empty stat lines and the tension simmering in the locker room. When you're clapping alone after missing a shot, it's not encouragement, it's a warning sign. The reality is, Angel's struggles aren't just affecting her. They're dragging the entire team into a black hole of irrelevance. Every poor performance adds to a troubling pattern, not an isolated incident. She's no longer the franchise savior. She's become the cautionary tale teams show in PowerPoint slides titled, "When Branding Overshadows Talent." Meanwhile, Kelsey is in her renaissance. Her hair's bouncing, her handles are sharper than ever, and her shot is falling with confidence. She's taking names, winning games, and proving that when you eliminate toxicity, greatness becomes inevitable. Kelsey doesn't need press conferences or reality TV drama, just a basketball, a green light, and a target. And for Angel Reese, that target is now the entire league.
Man, I don't normally react to and talk about the WNBA, but I had to talk about this. I had to. I don't really want to talk about WNBA because I don't want people to look at me no way talking about these women. But man, when I tell you 0 points, 10 rebounds. Let me tell you something. When you're 7 foot tall or 6'11" or whatever, or tall, your field goal percentage should be high.
It's only a matter of time before the Sky are forced to face some tough choices. Fans are already tuning out, rewatching better seasons, and questioning how they were duped into believing an Instagram icon could be a franchise cornerstone. Angel's arrival was supposed to signal a new era, yet it's become a relentless spiral in the wrong direction. The locker room appears lost, the coaching staff looks drained, and even the mascot might be considering a transfer to minor league baseball. Meanwhile, Kelsey Plum is rising, focused, drama-free, and delivering consistent buckets. She's proof that freeing oneself from chaos and distraction leads to better performance. Her game is more refined, her mind sharper, and her confidence unshakable. The fact that her resurgence coincides with Angel Reese's decline, that's poetic justice. Reese once cast herself as the future, but the future doesn't get benched in the third quarter while veterans shake their heads. It doesn't fold under trash talk and petty taunts. And it certainly doesn't need to self-promote when the box score does all the talking. Right now, Angel Reese is all hype, no substance, and even her hype is starting to sound more like a smoke alarm. If you enjoyed leaving a like and subscribing, more videos are on the screen now.